Can you go on Reddit? I want to see something.
These baboons. They're dangerous.
And I need to check something. I'm not gonna...
Alright, so, we are about to begin, the episode proper.
There is way too much baboon ass in this
Oh
video.
my god, Dan! You are a first.
Dan,
Yeah, it works just
Dan
fine
has
for you
been
guys.
marathon
He doesn't like the part of
animal
that that
sex
has no
videos.
fur.
Why does it work fine for you and not for me? Look at this. It's not, the banner's not
Dan's
showing
been
up.
marathoning animal sex
for what
videos
should be right
for-
here, like the moderation
Boy,
tool,
like,
it's not
half
showing
an hour
up.
now?
I don't think that works.
He's just transformed
I don't
into a
get it.
furry.
Okay, I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry
Let's
we
try
didn't get
refreshing
that.
it.
No, watch.
Hello, and welcome to episode 3 of the Mediocrity with Ben, Brendan, Daniel.
I'm Ben.
I'm Daniel.
And I'm Brandon. And this is the January episode. And I know what you're thinking, it's February. But we're not letting you guys go by without an episode for January. Because we love all one of our fans.
And we love ourselves, and we watch most of our videos.
Yes.
Most.
And today we have our first guest star for the show. Introduce yourself, please.
Well,
I'm Jack. I'm their friend,
we have
Yes.
and I'm
never mind.
Friend. No.
a friend. Well, I know everyone here. Don't have any classes with them this year though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, last episode we did sort of have a guest star, but like we wasn't really very guesty.
Oh,
Because he was just the cameraman.
He
Very
wasn't a guest star.
antisocial.
Yeah, we had Brandon. Other Brandon. Other Brandon is not here today because forgot to tell him about it, and then he won't respond. Sorry, other Brandon.
Have you guys seen a story?
But we're too lazy.
It's blowing up right now. The Florida boy gets trapped inside an arcade claw machine.
That takes skill.
It's always Florida.
You
You
should.
know, right?
It is always
The
Florida.
reason it's always Florida.
Although I'm surprised because usually it starts with a Florida man,
Wait, look at-
and this
look-
is a
look at
young
this.
Florida person.
It's
Show the audience.
I don't. It's not. It's
Guess we can't really. We're not sure.
I don't know if
Brandon
we'll-
could edit in the picture. He could like put it like on the Daily Show.
Yeah.
Are you sure we can't just show them like part of the?
Yeah, we can do that, but I don't know
There
if
you
it'll
go.
focus. I'll just hold it like that. Hopefully it will. Let's move that out of the way. This is a little kid. Must be like 4 or 5. That's stuck in a claw machine.
And he is out now, correct?
Oh yes, he's out now.
Okay.
But what happened to the vending machine? Was it okay?
It sustained minimal damage.
What happens
It's okay.
if, like,
Everyone's okay.
See that?
that went far.
All right. So we're,
How do I turn
Brandon,
this
is it
off?
recording?
Shut up!
Oh,
It's not mine.
Brandon, is it recording?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
You have 4 messages on Messenger. You should respond to them.
That's my phone.
You have 4 messages on Messenger. You should respond to them.
will. My
Be
minute
humble.
is going to be about NASA and why we should discontinue it.
Oh wait, no. Okay, and are you ready?
I'm gonna beat you up.
Brandon, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, and go. You have 1 minute.
We should discontinue NASA because it's a waste of funds for our government. And there's no reason for the government to do that when the private sector can handle space travel and not take up government funds that way.
My face is.
And also, what's the point of going and like seeing far off things and being like, hey, those are things, when we could be using that money to actually make people's lives significantly better and to pay off our voluminous amounts of debt. I want to see you rail against that. That's all I have to say.
No, you have 16 seconds. You have to keep going.
Okay, space. The final frontier.
I think not.
It's it should not be our final frontier. It should not be a frontier because
All right.
Ben, what do you have to say
Yeah.
about that?
So I mean, I don't have a lot to say other than just that's a trash opinion.
why is it a trash opinion?
So what
Back
were
it-
you
back it
saying?
up with
That, like you want to discontinue NASA?
yes.
Well, so first of all, NASA gets a lot of funding for just generic science, like researching the Yellowstone supervolcano,
Well, then it can.
and that's
it
kind
can
of
keep
important
getting
to
there.
monitor that. And it already like
I don't know
think
anything about this subject. by
NASA
the way.
needs
Know that.
more money, really, because we need to go to space, and NASA's like broke, and it's sad to watch, because that's like humanity's progress is going to the stars.
Fact check. I'm gonna pull a
Humanity
Trump
is
on this
progressing in
one.
different ways.
NASA is the largely funded. Excuse me. It has more funding than any other space program in the entire world. by like
Yeah,
sevenfold.
But that's still a small percent compared to our GDP.
Okay,
So
but
it could
like,
obviously be
So
more.
a
isn't-
small percent of our budget is a big percent for people who are living on the streets.
Then again, our military is a small percent of our GDP.
The thing
We-
is,
we-
Don't you think we should cut money?
NASA has a great chance of making a return, like ballpoint pens, Velcro, you know,
As does the
I think
military.
it's
tinfoil.
What?
You said the word of the day,
Wait, did it just
Velcro.
peel off?
You release the giraffe.
But also, I think that we should create competition between private companies and
Governments.
NASA. Because we don't really have a space race going on right
Yeah,
now.
we need like a space
But
race to
if
get
we
people to
can-
do it.
Yeah, if we can make our own space race between like SpaceX, what the other
Huh,
company,
you said sex.
Sounds like it.
and NASA, imagine what we could do.
Sounds
Yeah,
like a lot of
I want another
spending.
space race. Like,
Yeah, who cares? What do you
Like-
put your feet down?
nuclear. We needed the threat of nuclear destruction to go to the moon, and that's kind of sad. I mean, that's almost 50 years. That was 49 years ago, and we need to go back there. and We got to go to Mars, and we have to expand humanity because like the.
You
We have so
to
many
get
ways to
made
If we,
destroy
if
ourselves.
we
We
mess
need to-
up
we need
here, we're
backup
gone.
humans.
If we mess up here, we're gone. So like,
That's true.
We
need
need
some
to set
backup
up.
people.
Oh, what about private industry?
Exactly. That's what I want. Private industry and governments to compete.
Government's not good
No.
at competing.
Exactly why.
But we need to
It'll
foster
challenge them.
globalism by having the governments do these competitions. I know you're not fond of globalism. I
I
like it. It's good.
I do think though that we should be very careful about who we send to space
It's true.
and try and make a homogeneous society, because if you have a civil war on another planet, chances are you're not going to be able to get there in time to stop it before something bad happens.
I say if we make colonies on Mars or the moon, we need to make sure the people that are going to live there get, neutered, so no babies are
No,
born in
I
space.
disagree.
What? We need
That
we
way,
need- what?
our large population
We're
on
gonna-
Earth can
Okay.
go to the moon or Mars and then come back if they want,
I
go to
disagree.
and from.
Yeah,
I totally disagree with
And
that.
that's a good
it's
way
human
for.
expansion. You can't human
Okay,
expand if they're all gonna
listen,
die
But
on Mars.
if we bring them to Mars, you're gonna have a giant population on Mars, and you're gonna have a
No,
giant
we're not.
population on Earth, and
Yeah,
they're
but
gonna
if you,
fight.
like,
They're going to lead. It will lead to war.
But if you
Guaranteed.
sterilize all of
Why?
them, then you
Because
lose your
Earth-
backup.
Earth will be the the government who controls Mars, and Mars has no say.
No, Mars can have its.
If those
Yeah.
people all end up dying out or go back, or like their home planet is Earth, then they will do what's best for Earth, not do what's best for Mars.
Well, I'm going to hit on two things here. First, I'm going to talk about overpopulation. Overpopulation is not a problem in the first world. Overpopulation is a problem in the third world. The first world has a declining birth rate, actually. We need to pump those numbers up. And sending people to Mars to say, you can have 3 kids, no more. Or you can start out and say, you can have this amount of kids, no more. Because
We don't want space babies. There's
What is
so many
important to
problems
regulate?
that can
Because
come
if
with
there's
that.
not enough shelter for them, obviously,
Exactly.
you need enough materials to support them. But you
And
shouldn't
how do we know
sterilize
these
them.
babies won't be like messed up?
What?
Have like liquid
There's
bones.
science for this.
They've done research for this.
I
This
say
is why there's a space
I'm
station.
pretty-
Mars should be like a farm colony. That's all it should be. Where we send, that we produce lots of food over there and we send it back. That I would
No, see-
support. And we send people, the excess people on Earth over there.
Okay, no, maybe
to
I can get you guys
cultivate
to
it.
agree with me on this, but we can't have Mars be a farm colony, and that's because then we'd have Martian country music, and I can't do that.
Also, I think Mars right now, for the foreseeable future, Mars would be a net loss with resources. Right, because it doesn't have. We don't have the resources known on the planet. We don't have like the dirt set up. We don't have the facilities. It will take decades, maybe even centuries, before Mars starts making a profit.
So
It's not about profit to me, anyway.
Well, I mean profit as in like self-sustainable, and like being able to support themselves.
oh, well, yeah, of course.
Sorry.
Alright, so let's move on to Dan's minute topic.
I don't
let's
know what
see.
I have to talk
We have
about.
just enough time. Alright, well, are you
Talk
ready?
about something.
Have I talked about government funding yet?
I don't know. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, go. You
I
have 1 minute.
have a plan to cut around 1.5 trillion from the budget to first the first 500 billion will balance the budget, so we spend what we take in. The next trillion will help pay off the debt in good and incremental ways. Yet we cut a lot of money from Social Security and mandatory spending and make sure that there's a cap on it. Now that sounds like we're taking money away from people, but not really, because we'll increase the benefits and increase the age of Social Security to like 75. We will also ensure that the people who are older get paid more, so that way they could live off of it and won't have to continue working till they're 80. But they will have to save for like the 10 years if they want to retire at 65 to 75. They'll have to save a little money for that. But other than that, they should be better off. People who don't save will be better off, which is what Social Security is good for.
I was prepared to challenge you on that, but
So
all the
wait,
things that
now
you
let's
said
discuss
make sense.
that. Aren't they like tiny ticks, basically?
Yeah, but they like burrow into your skin and then
Ooh.
they like
Why are we talking about this?
yeah, but basically there's videos that you can find of getting them removed, but they have to do it. They have to cut them out.
No.
It's fascinating.
No.
I can show you.
Okay,
Here,
that's
hold on.
No.
Okay,
No.
so we got to discuss
No.
Dan's minute topic. Wait, did you
by
start?
the way, if anyone had any questions, talk to me at any
This is what I have
time
to
about the budget. I would love to talk to you about it.
Daniel, this is what they had to do.
No, please!
No.
God, cover that up!
I can't even tell what's
Oh
happening, but
my
I can only imagine that it's
God.
gross. Yeah, I just think you can't just take like $1 trillion out of the budget just because, like, especially with spending, you can't just
1.5
cap
trillion.
spending. You're not going to get a lot of support for that because, like, the parties
They
usually
spend what they
compromise by
take in.
raising spending.
They
Yeah,
will
you'll
spend
get-
what they take in, and then Congress could change that. The thing is, with mandatory spending as it is today, Congress has no control over what it spends, and
But how
that's
would
where
you?
our
But how would
deficit
you gain the
comes from.
support to like lower mandatory spending?
Well,
'Cause the
Social Security
agreement
needs
is
to be
always to raise
fixed, and we're gonna get rid of Medicare, but
That's for
but
another day.
You do realize that
with a larger amount of money, the old people will have money to pay for their own health
you
insurance.
do realize that if you take money away from the poor, they will riot. If you say we're cutting your program,
They're not savages.
If you say these
Hey,
people,
that's progressive for you.
I'm not saying it like that. But if you say to the poor people, we're cutting all your programs, you're gonna have a big problem. A big riot level problems.
They could get a job.
Well, yes, but you're adding a bunch of people. Actually, Trump's adding like manufacturing jobs is a temporary solution because what's going to happen is in a few decades, all those manufacturing jobs are going to be gone because they'll be automated. And well, you know what? The factories will come back to America, except there won't be any jobs because they'll all be automated,
That seems like a discussion for another day as well.
and we're going to run out of jobs.
That's a
basically.
sad
We
topic.
might have done that in the past episode. Let's see. It's time for my minute topic.
Did you want to do a minute topic? You don't have
It's
to.
fine. I don't know what to talk about.
Okay.
All right. Let's see.
I don't either.
I guess I'll go ahead. So let's talk about I guess let's talk about remakes and sequels because I just improvised.
There's too many of them.
So
I'm sorry, it's your minute.
I appreciate some remakes. Like some of them are good and some of them are like a little necessary. Things like sequels. I feel like sometimes when you have a remake and it's like a twist on the original, then you could have just had a different movie. Like I don't know if you guys have seen, but there's a remake of Ocean's 11 with like a female cast and it's called Ocean's 8. And like it looks good. I always want to see a good heist movie, but I'd rather that it was just its own movie than just like a remake of Ocean's 11.
I mean, what is it?
Which is what it
what does the
appears.
branding of it matter, though?
Well, I'm not done with my minute topic, you fool.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And then so you got remakes of the Ghostbusters remake. I never saw that. I guess even with like whatever was on the internet about it, it does seem like it was kind of under par. But I guess we're gonna talk about it.
Well, I say the
Perfectly timed.
the better the movie, there should not be a sequel. If it's like an amazing
movie in the future.
they shouldn't make a sequel for
They
it.
shouldn't make
Like
a sequel.
Star Wars is like so amazing that we don't need a sequel. Or
Well, you want to
12
expand the
Angry
canon.
Men, or
If it's really good, we
no,
do
if it's super good, then they like probably
My
have
problem
made
with-
the best version.
my
If a
problem
movie's
with
kind
Star
of
Wars-
crappy, they could. Excuse me. If a movie's kind of bad,
Crappy is a fun word to say on the show.
is it?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I'm just bleeping
Anyways. Anyways, then they could make a better version of it. But if we already have the best version, why do we need you know.
Because, I mean, like, just because something's good doesn't mean we can't have somewhat less good versions
I think
that are
that
different and that you can watch in addition. I'm sorry.
no, I agree. I agree with you. That was my fault. I think that there's a problem with it remaking because what happens is somebody will take an original idea and do it again. Right? So, like the Ghostbusters, that's not original. The remake for Ghostbusters,
Okay.
that wasn't original. What you had was, and I thought it was clinically unfunny. Because the original Ghostbusters, it was funny because they weren't trying to be funny. They didn't know.
Weren't
Yeah, they didn't really. They had jokes in it.
I haven't seen it.
But the first
Wasn't it supposed to be a
Ghostbusters.
comedy?
Well, yeah, it was listed as a comedy, but a lot of the actors didn't know, like, at the time. But don't quote me on this. This is what I heard and read. Is that
Sounds unreliable.
it wasn't supposed to be as funny as
Don't
it
quote
actually
me on
was. The remake for Ghostbusters with all female cast intentionally set out to be super funny, and it wasn't. The first joke was a queef joke. That's not funny.
It's not appropriate for the show.
No, I mean, that's what the first joke was.
Okay.
It's disgusting.
That does seem like a little much to have that be your first joke.
Yeah,
Mm.
disgusting. So you know, if you give, because it's a money move. It's all a money move.
Yeah, like I mean, I could see a Ghostbusters remake, but I just like they
And
could
it
have
flopped,
just
too.
made it better. Yeah, like
It
you
didn't
said.
do well.
Like if they'd focused less on the humor, I guess,
Yeah.
and like just.
They made a profit. I think. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think so.
Did they not?
I'll look it up.
Look it up. But
You don't think they made a profit?
I
don't
think
think
they
they
made a
did.
profit. I just don't think it was very much.
You know what really grinds my gears?
What grinds your
What really?
gears?
The new Star Wars. It
Oh,
makes
no.
no
Oh, no.
sense, and it makes me so mad. How can you
We're
have
gonna hear a lot about
BB-8?
BB-8.
BB-8's a sphere. It can't stop and it can't
Sure it can.
start.
If he has the
And it
proper
has no
mechanism.
way to move.
If he has the proper mechanism.
And
he
to-
can move.
okay, Padme's planet
Where
where
they
the
did make
people
a profit
Padme.
on Ghostbusters.
they did make a profit.
Yeah. It was like it's like 2-1. No, it's not really.
We're
They're-
past this now, Ben.
Their budget was 144 million, and their box office was 229 million. So
And so it's a decent, yeah,
Yeah.
decent,
Decent, I guess.
but not amazing.
Not
Yeah.
good, no.
it's kind of a small budget too for like a
Yeah, yeah.
Ghostbusters remake. I feel like you don't make it. Big.
Yeah, I never seen that. I've
With
seen
Star Wars, I think what they should have done is done something with Thrawn. Do you know who Thrawn is?
Yeah.
You should know who Thrawn is. Yeah. Well, if
Why
you
should
don't,
I? Because I'm a nerd?
yeah. Well, you love Star Wars.
That's right.
Yeah.
How did you know?
I've known you since like preschool. Not preschool.
Elementary
Kindergarten.
school.
Yeah. So like with Thrawn, the deal with Thrawn is that he's this blue alien, right? The Chiss or Chris or something. I think it's Chiss. And he's this super evil mastermind. He's a sociopath. So like he'll be thoughtful, like commenting on this civilization, like such a vivid religious culture as he's annihilating it.
Would have been better than Snoke.
Yeah,
Could have had Thrawn and then Kylo.
because the difference is, Thrawn is a challenge. It would shake it up. Instead of having this big, like, thing that you have to destroy, Thrawn was building up the Empire again. Right? Because the reason is he was out in the Outer Rim, so when all this stuff happened, he was gone.
Hey Ben, where are we on the time?
I think we've got a couple minutes. So with the Star Wars sequels, what I was kind of thinking, is just like with Episode 7, J.J. Abrams. I mean, obviously he tried to stick a lot to the original movie. I kind of felt like it was a little bit of a duplicate, like a remake of the original.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah,
I like
know,
Last
but
Jedi
it was
a
still
lot. I know it's
enjoyable, and you
controversial.
can
No.
still enjoy. Yeah.
I mean, you can enjoy it,
Yeah.
but I thought it was too much like the last one. Like it
Yeah.
was just too much of a rehash.
It's too much of the same themes. That's
too
why.
much,
yeah.
but it was still
I wanna- well,
different enough
Even
to
if it's
be.
the same themes, I want to see new things. Like the prequels, even though they're like infamous for
Yeah.
being bad, they had like the battle droids, and those were very different,
Yeah.
and they had a lot of different art and resources for that. And so just to have different stormtroopers again is like kind of underwhelming.
Mm.
And it's like, it's just the exact same story,
could
except
make it a lot more
executed
original.
badly,
Now that I think about it.
and it makes
They don't
their
need to bring back
science
what
makes
everybody
no
loves
sense.
again.
See, that's why bringing it back to Thrawn. That's why I like it, because the danger is not this big, overwhelming threat. It's a smaller group of super tactically
Right.
minded guys.
Who would play Thrawn?
I don't know, but have somebody super tall.
Benedict
Jared
Cumberbatch.
Leto.
Jared.
The Avatar.
But I think they put him in Star Wars Rebels.
Did they?
Yeah, I don't really watch the show because it's like it's for kids and it
Yeah.
shows like miss at Point Blank Range.
Aw.
That's just stormtroopers.
Yeah. So it's a threat, and you can also tie in like more social themes. Like this last Star Wars, there were some social justice themes in it, like the like the horse racing, and that whole planet.
They
with
weren't
the arms-
horses, they were fathiers.
Oh yeah, the whole like arms dealer planet. That was a statement of the upper class. With Thrawn, you could talk about racism, because the reason he was out in the Outer Rim is because they're racist. The Empire is inherently racist. Is xenophobic, rather, whatever. Like that's why it's only humans, really.
That'd be alright. No, I'd like to see that. I
Yeah.
don't know much about Thrawn, but what you just said about him
If you
sounds like it'd be really...
read Heir to the Empire,
I haven't read that.
well, you can. It's Star Wars Legends now, so it's not canon anymore. But it's very, very good.
Okay.
It's very interesting.
Alright.
I read it in elementary school. I need to read it again. It's awesome.
No, they could have changed it up a lot more. It had different things than like Stormtroopers. I still found it very enjoyable, and I thought The Last Jedi was great. They should have explained Snoke, but everybody was being
didn't
like...
have a big enough role.
I mean, I didn't like Snoke that much to begin with. Like, he's fine, but he's just one-dimensional.
We don't know anything about
He's
it.
no
Yeah, that's
emperor.
And like his
people
role
wanna
in
know
Last
about it, you
Jedi
should
was just like
explain
a red curtain, and it was literally just meant to be like an actual screen.
It was just they were trying to make money. That's all they're trying to do with this. And it's like you
I
take
like The Last
whole-
Jedi a lot, though.
You take like
Yeah, I do like The Last Jedi. I think it's probably one of my favorite Star Wars movies.
It's after
There's a lot of-
after Empire Strikes Back and
Alright.
Return of the Jedi, it's my favorite. It's like a life simulator, so you like go through your life and see how long
Oh.
you can live.
oh, that's cool.
It's like my Rick and Morty episode. Okay, so anyway,
Oh yeah.
welcome back to Meming on Empty Meme Review.
Yes.
We're Meme Report of the Week, and we're gonna show you some memes. Hopefully, I'll show Brandon how to edit it properly, so we should be able to put like small clips of these memes for you, and hopefully we won't get copyright stricken.
Stricken.
I think, I don't know, but they're short memes mostly, so, and only like one of them is from like a film, and it's in a movie clip, so.
There'll be memes that you
Are they spicy?
know. There'll
memes?
be memes that you don't know. There'll be memes that we invented.
So,
And we review all of them.
So we're gonna go ahead
And we
we're
rate
gonna
them on a
start-
scale of 1 to 10.
We're gonna start with the meme that we found. We watched scenes from a Hamlet movie when we were reading Hamlet in one of our English classes, and there was this scene, and it's really great.
It changed our lives.
And
did.
so there's this
This is the
scene,
Mel Gibson Hamlet
and
from
it's a
1990.
quality meme.
So it's on part of it.
So I think you figure out which part of it is the meme,
Yes.
and I guess why don't you go ahead and play it? Is your sound all the way up?
Yes.
Okay.
Jack, you should see.
Make it large
Jack
screen.
hasn't seen this before.
Alright.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So this is gonna be a good day for Jack.
I might have shown.
What is this?
I showed it to like
A
everyone.
bloody deed? What is that? Is this the one where he slaps her?
Yeah, but it's the part after the slap that
This part where they kiss too.
Oh yeah, he kisses his mom. No, this too. That's not the main part.
Nay then, I'll set those to you that can speak. Nay then, I'll set those to you that can speak.
Yeah, I've seen this.
You might notice that sound as being at the end of our episodes.
Oh.
If you're a
It must be in the
faithful
beginning.
viewer,
It's the roaring lion.
No, it's,
Well-
it's the end like that. It's the end card like that, and that's 10 out of 10 for me.
I think it should be in the beginning.
I feel like when I hear it
No,
more,
you're wrong.
it's less funny, but it's just great because
It's
that's
fun.
It's
even
so
if you're an
good.
actor, that's just not what a scream sounds like. So I
It sounds like he's like rage, you know, like rage.
You can't even imitate that.
He sounds like Scooby Doo when he's like angry or something. I'm gonna give that an 8 out of 10.
Can you get a roar out of 10?
We need to see the slap too. Slap.
Okay, I think we're
Show us the slap. Show us the slap.
So you are my mother.
Nay then, I'll set those to you that can.
It was such a violent slap.
Okay.
Alright, next one I'm gonna do is so that's our meme we're introducing
Yes.
to the meme lens. I wanna see how that goes. So let's see. So
This is a meme you've probably heard of. If
This
you're
next meme,
aware of
it's on meme
culture.
playlists. And so here's this one. And so it's called the Land
Oh,
Down
I
Under
hate
meme.
that one. No!
It's restricted.
Phone.
You're
so-
wireless.
so
Your
professional.
Wireless is restricted. I
Oh
know.
my gosh. Securely is like the restricted library from Harry Potter.
It doesn't even give you the related videos. It's so dumb. I have one. I know that when I search for it.
Just use my phone.
Okay, yeah, actually the most iconic one that I use is on here. There we go. Meme, and it should be... I guess we're gonna watch the violent one. I'm sorry, Brennan, I know you don't like it, but
Yeah,
it's
the
very
guy hits his
humorous.
head. It's like the only one the guy hits his head on the like.
So-
Oh my gosh.
Hold on, make
Oh my god.
Have you seen the thing where
You know this.
the guy punches the kangaroo in the face?
Hey, do you wanna
I just
watch
saw that
this?
the other day. That was I saw that in Advanced Health. That was so good.
Jeez. That looks
This pretty violent meme. So I like the Land on Under meme because I feel like it's a really nice tune. I like the song.
It's a great
And
song. I didn't
I'm
like it at first, but
I'm gonna take a few points off because it's a pretty basic meme. It's just like a sound replacement meme where I
it's
think
okay
one
if
goes
it's
into the
basic
other.
to me.
And there's like a
I
lot
don't
of
care
memes
how much
where
work
the
it is.
music just makes the meme. I do like it though just because it's a nice tune and you can transition pretty easily, like the To Be Continued meme.
I give it an 8 out of 10 because something about it just works.
I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10 just because it's not a very advanced meme. It's just like the basic concept of what a meme is because it's just like the sound transition
normal
is in a
meme.
lot of memes.
It's a normal meme.
Yeah. Okay. So what other memes did we have?
Maybe.
Crab knife.
The crab knife, yes.
The
I
crab-
love that one. It's an old one, but it's pretty
Pretty good. There's not too much. It's a pretty simple meme, but it's a good meme.
Tirar o bichão do mangue, né? Ó, brabo. Mangue, né? Ó, brabo.
This is Ben showing this.
This is in
It holds the
Brazil.
knife and it wants. Why does it want the knife?
It's protecting itself.
But why does it know that the knife is a thing with which it can protect itself?
It's gonna cut you good.
He's the hash slaying slasher.
The hash thing. The rash ring.
Trash
That's
slinging.
a solid 9.5 out of 10.
Oh, what was
Yeah,
that one with
that's fine.
SpongeBob? I love SpongeBob memes. Like,
I don't know. SpongeBob memes are okay, but SpongeBob itself has sort of become a meme. So SpongeBob memes are kind of underwhelming, just because that was like always what it was.
what was it? Was the one and it's like Mr. Krabs and Squidward's like has a pile of trash, and he's holding like a garbage bag.
Don't talk about Squidward.
And then Mr.
Oh, I call it
Mr.
bold and brash. More like belongs in the trash. Is that?
No, Mr.
Someone
Krabs
said
is
that
like,
on media.
get that filth out of here. And then SpongeBob's like, Mr. Krabs, that's not a nice thing to say about Squidward.
Oh yeah. Brendan, would you like to go on to our next segment?
Next segment. Yes.
What is our next segment? That's not even.
Oh, what the heck?
That's my Chromebook.
Oh, okay. I thought a lot of my tabs got closed and I didn't. Thank you.
Just gonna swipe down this Chromebook for a second.
That's not fine.
Oh, I guess we do the YouTube drama segment.
Oh, we were gonna do that today?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, guys. So, as it turns
I
out,
have one more. Can I do one more meme first?
fine. I swear to God, it better not be what I think it is.
It's loading.
No! No!
Turtles
Ah,
banging.
it was.
You
So
suck.
weird.
You're gonna have to like cut that out.
Oh my God, no!
I
We're putting an
love
end to this. And never again.
He's
Never
hard.
again.
I need to put my
Never
phone,
again.
I need to put my phone in bleach or something.
Never again.
It's so funny.
It's not a meme, nor is it good. It's a little bit of a meme, but it's good like one time. Very little retaining value.
Hey,
I'm
what,
very disappointed.
what happens when skeletons mate? They bone.
Oh. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to our YouTube drama segment.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
here at the Mediocrity, we don't like drama. It's such a weird part of YouTube. It's bad. It's defaming, and that's why we're only gonna have this segment every episode that we do.
I'm not entirely sure if this is, so
the
all
goal of our
blame
content
goes
is
to
always
Ben. This is
entertained.
bad.
Okay, so, it turns out there's some drama going on between our channel and this channel called Bobby Burns, much bigger creator than we are. as you may know, we haven't gotten a lot of views in the past few videos, and but I've seen this video from Bobby Burns called The Bobby Show. I don't know if you guys can already tell, but it's literally our show. The
what's
second
the
word.
situation with the timer?
What? Oh, alright. That's good.
Oh, okay.
And so, if you can't already tell, it's an exact copy of our show. The second word ends with Y. There's a the at the beginning. There's show at the end. It's more or less just ours, but with his name instead of our name. Which, when you put all our names together, it spells mediocrity. Don't look it up. And so, obviously, it's a direct ripoff. They have it's a poorly designed set, obviously ripping off our very well done set in a poor attempt to mock us. And then they had on guests, like we have our guest star Jack today, and they were very they pretended that it was a parody of Jimmy Kimmel, but obviously this was to disparage and parody our channel for views, and just to wrap up this drama segment. It's sad to see these larger creators taking content from these small creators, and that we only had like 21 views, so almost 5% of our viewership is currently ripping us off. So that's very disappointing.
It's sad. It really is sad.
Because of all this drama, just so you know, I'll link you down below to his channel so you can check it out and watch his videos.
Don't do that.
Because
Don't do that.
because we need you to see how bad he is. So you should watch all of his videos. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I mean, our channel.
Is this person secretly you, Ben?
No.
So
YouTube drama.
the moral of the story is
Oh my god.
Whoa, what was that?
I'm a scare.
that was me calling out Bobby Burns.
Okay, so
we're in a
what's
feud now. We gotta
I'm scared.
what's our next segment?
We gotta
You know what we gotta
ask
do?
Jack questions.
We gotta send Bobby Burns turtles mating videos.
No! Oh my god, no!
Wait, why do we
No.
want to gift him?
No more.
Good point. That is more like
Never.
a gift.
Oh my god. No! Ah, stop! This is wrong!
It's too good.
Why do you like
No.
it?
I got
so much?
hooked.
Oh god. We'll talk about Dan's exposition as a scaly next episode.
That's like a furry, but for reptiles. I learned from that.
I guess. I don't know if that's a real thing, but it's what it would be called, I would imagine.
Isn't it called a reptilian?
Dang, we're gonna have a feud with Bobby Burns and furries now. We are so screwed. Jack's Films is gonna come after us. It's gonna be so
Yeah,
bad.
you wish. Yeah, that's how you get a bunch of subscribers.
What does Jack
I can't
Films have to
speak.
do with it?
Because he's secretly a furry. Do you not watch YouTube?
I don't watch Jack's Films.
Just furries.
He's
I'm
not
sorry,
secretly a
Jack.
furry.
God, I admire your content, but I don't view it generally. All right. So now we're gonna, if there's nothing else you guys want to do, we're gonna transfer into our last segment.
Which is?
All right. So we're gonna do a new thing this episode, where we go to a random Wikipedia article,
Oh.
Oh god.
It's gonna be pretty lame, isn't it?
It probably will be.
and we do that game where you need to rant about the subject for as long as you can,
Oh,
without
boy.
like saying or or something.
You lost.
Sorry, bastard.
Bastard.
And yeah, so I guess Ben seems to want to go first.
Elizabeth second.
Go to, how do you get to a random article?
I think I have to like
Go to Wikipedia and go
random article.
Yeah, and go random article.
That makes sense.
Okay, and so I have to argue about this.
You need just rant about the topic, and the topic is Victoria.
Shall we
right?
keep a time on this?
Let's just see how long it can go. So to begin, I'm just.
Did you start a timer?
Why am I starting the timer?
I don't know.
Because you
Okay,
don't know.
stopwatch and start. Okay, no, darn it, I stopped. Okay, so my page is about Victoria Rogers McEvoy, a former American tennis player. She reached the third round of Wimbledon and the U.S. Open in 1968 and was ranked third in the United States that year. Following her tennis career, she attended
You're just
Harvard
reading off the
Medical School
page.
and was a professor of things.
So what do you have to say about it?
So first of
Your
all, so I'm supposed to rant about this, yeah?
Yes.
So first of all, tennis players, I mean they play tennis and they don't see the world going by around them. You're just playing tennis in this world and you can have so many different experiences and you're just standing there hitting a ball, watching the world go by when you could be doing something
I never knew
more
you were so
useful.
anti-tennis.
You could send a rocket into space, but instead you just play tennis. And all for what? For some existential crisis that we all have in our lives? Because you think you need to have some excitement in this nihilistic and oppressive world? No. Victoria Rogers, you're playing tennis, and for what? For naught. And the U.S. Open more like U.S. closed, with the isolationist policies, especially during the Cold War. There was a lot of isolationism, and so U.S. Open, when we're not even very globalist, it's a horrible title. Doesn't reflect at all what we have. And ranked 3rd in the United States, the number 3, horrible choice of numbers. It's just an E, but backwards and curly. We don't need this. Curls are for fries, not for numbers. And Harvard Medical School. I mean, Harvard is for law, people. Okay. If you want medical school, go to a different medical school that isn't Harvard Medical School. You know, I mean, it's not going to be prestigious for more than one thing. I mean, come on. That's all I got.
No, you need. Okay.
All right. 1 minute 50 seconds. That's what I got.
No, I live by tennis. I like hearing them grunt.
You need to stop. All right, Dan. Your page is going to be the 1985 Classica de San Sebastian.
Can I have a different one?
No.
No, you cannot.
Okay,
And
the
go.
1985 Classica de Sebastian. The 1985 Classica de Sebastian was the 5th edition of the Classica de Sebastian cycle race. Was held on August 16, 1985. The race started and finished in San Sebastian. The race was won by Hervé Van Hepel of the
What?
Coahim team.
Huh?
So pronunciation is kind of stupid in some. Aww. Damn.
And you mispronounced pronunciation.
Okay, 30.
I think it was in the
36
roll.
seconds.
No, that was like 32. Can you do random one on mine?
Okay, all right.
Wait, no, it doesn't count when you're reading it off.
All right, so we're gonna have our guest star Jack. He's gonna. All right, you have Thomas Sheen Falk.
Thomas
So I'll go
Sheen
ahead and start
Falk.
the timer right now.
Weird. He's a.
What just happened?
And 4 seconds.
Can I get that again?
Yeah,
No, you
yeah.
cannot. No,
Yeah,
you
well, we gotta give him a few seconds to get acquainted with the page before you
Okay.
start. So
Okay, I got it.
just skim over it. Are you ready?
I need this. Just Okay, 1998 Paris Granada Dakar Rally. The 1998 Dakar Rally, also known as the 1998 Paris Granada Dakar Rally, was the 20th running of the Dakar Rally event. The rally returned to a traditional
Why are
Paris.
they open sports things?
I don't know. That's weird. It's okay. So what this is? It's a race, a car race, which had 3 stages. Okay, so one used. I almost got it. One used motorcycles. One used cars. Another one it used trucks. Which is, I didn't realize that they had this. They had
More ranting.
They had so many different people. It's crazy. So they had like people from North Africa. They had people from Europe. And they even had people from Japan. They had a lot of people from Japan. A lot of Frenchmen.
He's very passionate about it.
I don't understand why there's so many Japanese people in a European race. A Paris Granada Dakar Rally. So that's
Okay, Ben.
that's from Paris to Granada, which Granada is in, where is it?
Spain.
Yes, it's in Spain. Dirt. And Dakar is in Morocco. Now Morocco, I've been to Morocco, right? I went to Casablanca. Casablanca is a dump. Alright? It's smelly, smoggy, everything. Like, they speak this weird dialect of Arabic. It's like French, like North African Arabic, and it's just disgusting. It's
It's a
disgusting.
disgusting dialect.
It's a disgusting dialect of Arabic.
Disgusting.
It's not as bad as Egyptian Arabic, right? I think Egyptian Arabic's the worst, but it's bad. So Morocco,
He's
I would
very
not.
into Arabic.
I would not want to drive to Dakar. I would like to drive through Paris
Oh, Paris.
and the French
All
countryside.
Paris.
I've
All
been-
Paris.
Yeah.
All
What?
You
Paris.
said Paris.
I went long though.
Yeah, 2 minutes. I was like 1 minute 50, so that's our record. All right, Brandon,
got me.
you are up.
Can you pick one for me, please?
all right.
Mine's not working.
All right. So your page is Domination Video Game.
Oh.
Thank you.
And then, all right, so take a couple seconds to look it over. And
I'm very nervous.
and go.
So, domination